स्टूडेंट्स इन 10th क्लास सेकंड चैप्टर इज़ पोलिनोमियल। सो आपने 9th में भी देखा होगा, कुछ चीज़ें आपने पोलिनोमियल पहले ही जानते हैं, तो लेट्स रिवाइज दैम। पोलिनोमियल और अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन आपने दो चीज़ें देखी होंगी। जनरली आपका अगर लिखा रहता है x+1 डिवाइडेड बाई x³ + 7, या आपके पास लिखा रहता है x⁻² + 3 या x² + 2x + 3, ऑल आर अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशंस। बट इनमें से कोई पोलिनोमियल है या कोई नहीं है, all are algebraic expressions. तो बट polynomial has got few conditions. तो इन सब में से polynomial सिर्फ एक है, वो ये वाला है। ये दोनों algebraic expression तो है पर polynomial नहीं है। तो वो conditions क्या है जो डिसाइड करती हैं कि ये algebraic expression है और ये polynomial है। So all polynomials are algebraic expressions, but all algebraic expressions are not polynomials. So as per the conditions are concerned, when you have polynomial, generally the variable x, y or whatever variable is there, it should have a whole number power. It should not have a like this power or negative power. It should not be like that. In these conditions, it is not polynomial. So when you are having any equation, you have to first find out whether the variable is having negative power or having this rational power. If it is not whole number, then it means that will not be a polynomial. I give you few examples like 3√t plus t plus 7. So here what happens, √t means t to the power half. That means it is not polynomial. That's why it is polynomial, because its power is 2, 1 and this is constant number. So this is the polynomial. Polynomial has got few things like, what is the coefficient of x square. So whatever number is here which is being multiplied with this x square is called coefficient of x square. So similarly 2 is the coefficient of x. 3 is called constant number. This is constant. These x are called variables and the number here is the coefficient of x square. Second is degree. What is the degree of the polynomial? The maximum power, the biggest power among all the numbers, all the terms, there it has got 3 terms. So biggest power of x is 2, so its degree will be 2. How many types are polynomials? Suppose you have 3x, y, z. It is a single term polynomial, you can say. So its name is monomial. It has only one term. But if you have 3y² plus y, then it has got 2 terms, so it is called binomial. From 2 terms to any number of terms, it is called polynomial. So you can also call it polynomial. You can also have 3 terms polynomial, it is called trinomial. After that quaternomial, pentanomial. So generally we call them polynomial. Now you know coefficient, degree, number of terms in polynomial, and how you can differentiate a polynomial from algebraic expression. What is called zero of the polynomial? Suppose you have this polynomial. What is the zero of the polynomial? Whatever value we are putting here, generally we put p1, then we get -4. At some value of x, we get value of this polynomial 0. So that value we can find by putting this equal to 0, and we will come to know that value is 5. So when you put 5 here, you will get 0. The value of polynomial becomes 0 when you put 5. So 5 is called 0 of this polynomial. Polynomial in your course, like suppose x minus 5, there is one polynomial with you. You can also draw them on graph paper, like if they are linear in single variable or 2 variables. If x is equal to 5, there is an equation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The line which is passing through here parallel to  that will be the graph of this polynomial. But if it is x plus y is equal to 3, then you have to find the values. By finding the different values of x and y coordinates, then you can draw it. Suppose, for example, this is the diagram of this equation. So this is again linear, but it is linear equation in two variable. It is linear equation in one variable. You can see it will meet this x-axis at one point. So its 0 will be 1. So linear equations having 1, 0. Then you have another equation, ax square plus bx plus c. They are called quadratic equation. In quadratic equation, suppose this is the diagram, then you can see there are 2 points at which x-axis is meeting this equation or diagram. So there will be 2 zeros. There are 2 zeros. And cubical equation may be ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. It may be possible that it is like this. So it is meeting x-axis at 3 points. So there will be 3 zeros. Now you can understand if there is another equation that is called biquadratic, like ax to the power 4 it means it will have 4 roots or 4 zeros, and that diagram will touch this x-axis at 4 points. Suppose you have a linear polynomial in 2 variables. So what you will do, keep your y here and you can carry these 2 things over there, minus 2x minus 3. You can make a box. You think that I put in place of x I will put 0. So 0 into minus 2, 0, and minus 3, you will get minus 3. Suppose if you put 2, you will get minus 5, because 1 into minus 2, and minus 3, minus 5. If you want to find one more number, you can also take that. Suppose you take minus 1. These are your own choices. You can take any of these numbers, because there are infinite number on the graph paper. So you can take whichever are very much smaller in size and which are very much easy for you. So minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So when you draw a graph, x dash, y dash, here positive values are there on these axes. So this is x dash, and here you will have negative values of x. Suppose you have to show 0 minus 3, so it is origin. So it is here, both points are coordinate is 0, 0. For x and y, both are zeros. So y is minus 3. So here you will get minus 3. So this will be your point, and 1 is 1 minus 5. If you take this point, you can see it will come here. Third point is minus 1 minus 1. So that will be here. And you can see a line will be drawn like this. So this is the way how you can draw a graph for linear equations in 2 variables. In NCERT example number 1 of this polynomial chapter is, you have few diagrams like this. So they want to know, so in this graph y is equal to px. In this graph, so if it is a polynomial and you are having this graph, find the number of zeros. So can you see where this graph is meeting x-axis? So it is here at one point. So how many zeros will be there? You have to answer it. There is only 1 point, so there will be 1 0. After that you have another example. So you can see here there are 2 points where it is meeting x-axis. So number of zeros will be 2. In third, you can see here it is touching here, here, here. So there will be 3 zeros. In this way you can find out in other diagrams also. So one more diagram is here. So here it is touching x-axis, here it is touching y-axis, but we are concerned with the x-axis. So number of zeros will be 1. One more diagram. Suppose this is like this. It is only meeting at one point here, not at 2 points. It is meeting at one point on x-axis. So there will be 1 0. And finally the last example is something like this. So now you can see on x-axis this graph is meeting 4 times. So number of zeros will be 4. So this is the example number 1 of polynomial. After that exercise starts. So exercise number 2.1. So first question is, you have a graph y is equal to px. They have given you many graphs. Find the number of zeros. Same question. So you have diagram like this and your line is going like this, or graph is this. So can you see, is it touching x-axis somewhere? No, it is parallel line to x-axis, so it will not touch x-axis anywhere. So what will be the number of zeros? There is no zero in this diagram. There is no zero of this polynomial. So second part is, now what you see here, it is touching x-axis at this point, that is 1 point. So number of zeros will be 1. So there will be 1 0. Similarly you can go on. The third part is, you can see it is touching x-axis here, here and here. So how many numbers of 0? There will be 3 number of zeros. Fourth part, so how many points it is touching at x-axis? 2, so there will be 2 zeros. In fifth part, now you can see 1 2 3 4, there are 4 points where it is meeting x-axis, so there will be 4 zeros. And the sixth part is, it is only 1 point where it is touching, at 1 point here, 1 point here and 1 point is here. So how many points are there? So there are 3 points where it is meeting, this graph is meeting x-axis, so there will be 3 zeros. So by the example, with the help of example, and you can easily do this exercise number 2.1.